Hello, my name is Alsha, and this is Alsha's Movies, and today we are going to be going over what type of physical media should you collect, why should you collect it, how should you collect it, and any other question to do with physical media. So I have a DVD and a Blu-ray to show you. I do actually own a 4K as well, but we're not going to be talking about 4Ks in this video. I'm going to be doing a separate video on 4Ks at some other point. Stay tuned for that then. Comment down below, what type of physical media do you collect? Do you collect books? Do you collect CDs? Do you collect vinyl? Do you collect comic books? Do you collect DVDs like me and Blu-rays? Do you collect 4Ks? You know, it's all down to what you want to collect. Okay, let's get straight into today's video. Before I get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel for comic book related content. I'm going to be posting more often on there soon, and we are going straight into it then. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is, if you are a collector, and if you already collect stuff, say now you're a collector of DVDs, like I am, do you want this in a better format? Are you willing to spend more money to get it in a better format? The whole thing for Blu-rays is that you get to see it in a different way. It becomes more visually appealing to you. The obvious difference between the two things is the cases. Okay, you get a blue case, you get a black case for the Taken trilogy, and then I also have Taken 3. So, Blu-ray is much more visually appealing. Most of them come with a digital ultraviolet HD code, and a lot of them come with Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital. So Dolby Atmos is what gives you the visuals. And then also you can also get Dolby Audio, which actually produces the audio in a much better way. So if you're wearing earphones attached to your TV, if you have children, or if you don't want to wake your family up in the middle of the night when you're watching like an action thriller like The Taken, you'll be able to hear it a lot more. And if you have speakers in your room, or if you have a movie room in your house and you want to hear them properly, speakers, great attachment, and you want to use physical media, I would recommend Blu-rays or obviously 4Ks. The next thing I want to talk about is the price, okay? If you go into CEX to purchase a DVD, even if it wasn't this DVD, okay, you could buy a DVD from anywhere from 50p, £1.50, £2 max, unless it's a box set or trilogy like this. Whereas it comes to Blu-rays, this one actually sells for £3 at CEX. So you're basically paying double the price for better quality, okay? Are you willing to pay double the price for better quality? Or are you wanting to stick to a strict budget? Like I have with my collection, I don't think I've spent more than maybe... This collection is roughly worth, probably for me, if I were to sell it, like individually, it's probably worth about two and a half grand, okay? Because I have over 700 movies. Some of them are £1 each, 50p each. Others are worth 8-10 quid each, max. Okay? A lot of that comes from the Blu-rays because they sell for a lot more. If I wanted to buy, say, a DVD, I don't actually have to go to CEX. A lot of people think, I need to go and get out. If I want to buy some Blu-rays, got to go CEX, obvious place to go. Okay, Blu-rays, you can find them in CEX. But if you wanted to look for a cheap bargain on a Blu-ray, like this one, I found this for just 50 pence in a local charity shop. And then this Taken trilogy, I found it for 25 pence in a charity shop. There are bargains out there. You've just got to look for them, and you've got to be able to ask, or have you got any more physical media in the back, or at charity shops, or maybe you can find a film rental place in your town, which I know there's not a lot of them open anymore. I believe there's only actually one in the UK actually open anymore. But the next issue I want to talk about is it available on Blu-ray or 4K? A lot of older movies, not like this one, this is just a demonstration, a lot of older movies, say from the 1940s or the 1960s, somewhere around that time, won't be available on 4K or Blu-ray. They're harder to find, and if you do find them, they can cost a pretty penny. There's a lot of different, if you wanted to buy a newer DVD in a charity shop, you know, you don't find newer DVDs in charity shops, okay? But when it comes to older stuff, you will probably find, say, a 1940s DVD in a charity shop more often than not. Okay, they'll only cost upwards of anywhere from £1 to 25p, 10p maybe. But with Blu-rays, if you wanted to find them in a charity shop, it's actually very rare because people know that they're worth a lot of money if they are old, and if it's a Blu-ray, you know, that probably means it's been a re-release. So it's going to sell for a lot more. So if you find them, great for you. But if you don't, and you want to go and buy it brand new, or say from HMV or from CEX used, you're looking about 8, 12, £22 some cases. And that's maybe because you're buying it from Criterion, because they're the only ones that actually sell most of the old stuff, okay? So is it worth you spending £22 on an old Blu-ray? Again, just a demonstration, because I know this is available on DVD as well, and 4K. Is it worth you buying a really old Blu-ray for 12, 20 quid when you can find the DVD in a charity shop for 25p a pound? Okay, is it really worth it? Is it worth an extra 11, £19? That's obviously up to you, because if you have the money, well, go ahead, that's up to you. But for me, I personally like buying stuff on DVD, and then if I can find a Blu-ray for that thing, I will upgrade it to Blu-ray for the 25p it is, or for the 50p. Sometimes the most I will pay for a Blu-ray in a charity shop is £1. That's the most I'll pay for a Blu-ray. If it's 10p, I'll pay it easily. If it's 20p, I'll pay it. 30p, I'll pay it. You know, a 50p, I'll pay it. If it's above £1, I don't buy it. Same with DVDs, because £1 for a DVD is still too much for a DVD, in my opinion. You're pushing it there. It's more like 4 for £1, 5 for £1, 8 for £1, 10 for £1, you know? But yeah, it's all down to you if you think that buying Blu-rays is worth it. Should you collect them? Well, that's up to you. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check me out on my other YouTube channel. Follow along the journey on Instagram, Discord, Letterboxd, and TikTok. Bye bye. Stay blessed.